Right folks, different surroundings, that's my business and not yours. Now, what it is, we've got some damp in this property and it needs treating, needs sorting. So to cut down on the cost, well, I had a damp proof bloke round, Damp Paul we call him, and he's come round, he's had a look at the damp. I'll show you some of it. Now, so we've had some of the damp down here, down there as well. So he says to cut down on the cost. He said, do it yourself. So take this off here, he says, and that will save you a fair few quid in. Jesus fucking wet. See, we had heavy rain last night, and it's got him. But that's more of a problem that's outside that is going to be rectified anyway. So anyway. So, I meant to do this video the other day, but I forgot to bring my fucking camera. So I says, right, fair enough then. I'll take all the plaster off the wall, save money, save time for you, get the job done quicker, so we can progress with what we've got to do. So what I did, I went on Amazon, I've done a bit of research and I've been looking for an electric chisel. And I found one of these. Weighs a fucking ton. So anyway, what it is, it's the VonHaus Rotary Hammer Drill 1500 watts SDS Hammer Impact Drill for drilling and chiselling masonry and demolition. Auxiliary handle, 4 functions, blah de fucking blah. Now, a little competition time for you. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll take it all out, and then you can see it. Voila! Look at that! What a beast! So, hammer drill, hammer time, chisel time. There's the settings, yeah, so you turn it to that or whatever. It's got a lubricating thing here that you have to keep your eye on. You get the little spanner here, you take that off, and you have to put this in there and lubricate it. You've got to have lube. You get 2 lots of chisels, a big one and a small one. You get the bolster. What's this one? Is that the cold chisel? Not sure if it is or not. Then you get a couple of drills as well. Now, let's get you back up here, looking at me. It's easy to use. It's got 5 settings. It's easy to use. There it is. And that's what it's about. There's the thumbnail. Pulling me trigger. So, right, what do you reckon then, folks? How much do you think this was? Now Neil, across the road, he came over and he had a play with it. And he said, I says, how much do you think that were then, Neil? And he went, right then, David, I think that was probably around 250 notes. And I says, try again. And he went up. And I says, no, Neil, it's not not 250 notes. And he went, well, I don't know then. He says, that's got to be the price of it. And I went, no, Neil, it is £68 off Amazon. £68. So, for what it's done in there, and down here, and the other room in there, that has saved me a fortune. Even if this breaks now, it has saved me a complete fortune. It's saved me time and energy and everything. So, it's got to have been made in China. Made in China. Somebody's been paid a bag of rice and a bamboo shoot to make this. This is exploitation. £67 for that. To come all the way from China. You can't get, you honestly couldn't make that here in this country. This is the thing. When Labour are banging on about doing jobs and wages and all that, you can't compete against that. You can't do it. There is just no way you could make that for 67 quid. Shipping, everything. It's absolutely unbelievable. Now people will go and buy Milwaukee, Makita and any other brand and pay a fortune. But if you're at home and you've got damp and you need it sorting and you want to save yourself a bit of money preparing it for the damp course bloke to come round, it's a no-win situation. It's a no-brainer. No win. Of course it's a win. It's a fucking win every time. But it's a win. You cannot. I'll take my glasses off. I look better without my glasses. I look better without my glasses. Yeah? You can't beat this. You're funding the enemy through this. And you know what? So fucking what? Right, I'm going to turn you off, I'm going to set you up, and then I'm going to show you some chiselling under the sink. So folks, join me under my kitchen sink. Basically there's not a lot more to tell you about the product. It just really does the job. Yeah, I haven't got earplugs on, I'm not wearing safety glasses and all that, so fucking what? I'm not even wearing a mask. It's not as though COVID's about. Right, so, for some reason the people who lived here before decided it'd be a good idea to put the tiles down on top of lino. So it's all sticky under here. So, here we go. Now, it's quite easy this is to do a straight line across because you don't want to fetch too much plaster off up in the wall. So, now, I understand that there might be builders and stuff out there looking at me going, you're doing that all wrong. My dad is a classic for that. He'll watch somebody on the TV and he'll say, you're doing that all wrong. You want to be doing this and you want to be doing that. Yeah, fucking great. Yeah, I'm an amateur, I'm a novice. I do YouTube, I don't fucking care. Yeah. This is about the product of this drill, chisel, electric hammer thing, yeah? It's not about me, bloody fucking blob. Right. So, you've got all your level settings here. I'm on number 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go across. Turn that fucker up. it goes in quite well. Now, I'm just going to do this bit here so you can see. Now I'm actually opening, there is brick, but it doesn't, it actually looks like it's stone, because this building is very, very old. But, let's crack on. Now that is stone there, that ain't brick. Sounds like it rained. So what I do, instead of going that high, I'm going to stay this level and go across and go from there. Take all this plaster. I don't know what kind of plaster it is, it might be lime plaster, I don't have a clue to be fair. That'll be left up to the professionals. But it looks like, come here, have a look. It looks like they've actually done some damp proofing in the past, but like everything else around here, it's all been fucking bodged. So, there you go. Right, what I'm going to do, folks, what I'm going to do is crack on with this and then I'll show you the finished product. See you in a second. Right folks, I'm back and I've cleared all this. Junie's sweeping it up, ain't you Junie? I am. So, I've done all this, I've taken all this off and this has took me
an hour with interruptions.
Yeah.
Lots of interruptions.
Lots of interruptions. In fact, during the interruptions, I went to fucking bed. So yeah, it's done the job, and for 70 quid, I think I said 70 quid, I can't remember what I said. It's absolutely fucking brilliant. It saved me no end of time, innit, lover?
Yeah, because we had a real job getting the floor tiles looking at it.
Yeah.
And you could have done it in next to no time with that.
Yeah, so, even if you're just doing a bit of DIY at home and you've got plumbers or builders and that coming in to do it, that's going to cost you time. Let's face it, labour time.
It's the expensive thing.
I don't know. I mean, you're looking at some builders are charging over £20 an hour.
I would think half that and the rest.
Yeah, and probably the rest. I mean, even if you've got the labourer on it, you know, not the labourer, the youth on it, the youngster, you know, there's all the dirty work, they're going to spend most of their time on the phones. So, you're paying for some 18, 19-year-old to be on a phone, chatting to the mates on, I don't know, whatever they fucking chat on. So, buy one of these, do it yourself, get the wife to sweep it up, and you're away. So all I've got to do now is phone down Paul up, tell him I've done it, and he can come in and do what he has to do, can't he, lover?
Yeah, he can.
Did you think it was a good idea when I bought one of these, or did you think it'd be a waste of money?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Do you think we've gone high enough?
I think we've gone high enough, babe, because all they do is they go round. I mean, you can actually see where somebody's attempted to do the damp proofing before, and they've failed miserably.
Well, I think the damp proofing was probably okay, but they've not addressed the other issues, have they? Which is the leaky gutter,
Yeah.
the failing render, the rotten window frames.
Yeah, there's lots of problems.
Yeah,
but
and also the ground level outside is too high, which we're going to address.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But at the moment, this is just a tool review, and I would honestly give this. I don't like to give marks and all that crap because I just don't.
all the things we don't know enough about.
No, we don't know enough about it. So I don't normally like to give marks and that out of 10, but this one, I'm going to have to give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, for the job we're doing.
Yeah, it's heavy. If your arms aren't very strong, it's too heavy for you.
I mean, it was too heavy for me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a dodgy shoulder.
Yeah, June's had a go in the dining room, in the living room, and it was heavy for her. Well, there again, she's a girl.
It hurt my shoulder.
Yeah. So there is some weight to it, and I think that's probably. Shut the fuck up and get on with the job. That's what it's about, and that has saved me a fortune in time, money, and everything. And let's face it, if I've had enough of it and I don't use it again, I'll just whack it on my Facebook Marketplace for 30 quid. It's paid for itself. You honestly can't.
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. So, boom, 9.5. Hey, Simon. Hey, you could have got one of these, Simon, to done you a bloody allotment with. You'd have been all right there, mate.
We have got a skip.
Yeah, but we've got a skip.
We're not just making.
We've got a skip. So, there you go. Tom Toon and Daughters. Right then, folks, we'll leave that one there. But you've definitely got to think about buying one of these if you're doing something like this. Don't know what the lifespan would be on it.
I don't.
Day in, day out.
I might use it to dig the flower beds a bit.
There you go. Right, laters.